So if y'all were on my social media about 2 weeks ago, you saw that I posted, like I get chills about it. Y'all saw that I posted, I can't even hardly say it. Y'all saw that I posted
a
nope rope, a snake. And this thing was like 6 foot long. That's not an exaggeration. And like that big around, no, Keaton even said it was like,
sure.
Yes, positive. Keaton, back me up on this, Keaton. But that thing was like that big around. This thing was huge. And so we're walking, I'm showing some property like at 7 o'clock at night on Monday. And I called Keaton, I was like, hey, you want to just ride out here with me to see this property and stuff like that? He was like, yeah, that'd be so cool, let's go. And so.
Knowing my Keaton, he was probably in shorts and like tennis shoes.
Nope.
He wasn't?
He was wearing boots and jeans.
Whoa!
So, and then I keep a pair of boots in my truck most of the time
right there.
for
yeah.
walking property.
Well, for
especially
the record,
in the summer.
Thankfully, I put them in your truck because they were in my car.
Yes. So,
thank goodness.
Anyways, we're walking this beautiful tract of land in the country, and we're probably, I'd say, 20 yards away, and I'm looking behind us. Like everybody's like walking the property, looking at all the beautiful trees and all this and that. I'm looking behind us because I'm scoping everything out. I have X-ray vision whenever it comes to
his nose. Also, magically
trying to
turns into
I could
a snake.
I could smell a snake.
A snake, whatever.
Yeah, but anyways,
whatever you want to call it. Not regular.
The buyer I was with walking the property, and Keaton was like, I was like, yo, is that a branch? That's how big this snake was. I called it a branch, not a stick. I didn't say, is that a stick over there? I was like, is that a branch? Like, that's how big this thing was. And I'm like, it's kind of random because there's no big trees around. I'm like, that's how my brain works. Like, that's a snake. Mm-hmm. And the guy was like, no, I don't think that's a snake. And so we start walking over to it just to check it out like a bunch of big dummies. And the closer we got to it, everybody's like, oh, that is a snake. Big old snake, too. And so I'm like, he's like, how in the world you see that from that far away? Because this tall grass, and I'm like, literally can scope out a snake. So, because I'm deathly afraid of them. Like,
I want to tell you a sad story. I'm actually very grateful that you're deathly afraid of them. Because, some of you do not know this, but we had an issue in our house in Beaufort a couple of weeks ago, where we had marsh rats. And so you may have saw that on social media as well. But I've been smelling something for like the last year that's just really bothered me in the house, but I was the only one that can smell. And mind you, this one can smell snakes from a mile away.
Can smell a snake.
Smell a snake, like smelling ice and iceberg. Anyway, all right, so he can smell a snake, iceberg of the Titanic. Okay?
I've got jokes today.
Anyway, I've been smelling this smell for over a year at the beach house. And like he was like, I don't smell it. Well, we had some friends come down. A snake was climbing up the side of the house. And because of that, he was like, he's petrified at this point that the snake is
got
under
in my
the
house some kind of way.
So when we get back there the next time, that is when we find the source of the smell underneath the house, which was the marsh rat. So personally, I'm grateful. You're afraid, because now I walk into the beach house and I walk everywhere I need to go.
It smells so good.
And it smells so good. I don't smell that smell anymore. But how can we smell a snake, but we can't smell the remnants of a marsh rat?
I could smell it. Honestly, if we're being truthful, I could smell it. I was just trying to delay the cost to repair all of that. That's another fun fact y'all didn't know about me. I was trying to play that one and push it out, but it was just...
the truth comes out.
Yeah, so I had to make sure there was no snakes underneath the house that could get in little crevices to get into the house. And so
it didn't matter that I could smell the other smell, like I was gagging.
But that's a fun fact. And I was asked this morning, I was asked, did your fear of snakes come when Kessler got bit?
Yeah.
No, that was not my fear of snakes.
We actually didn't even know how he actually killed the copperhead that bit Kessler, because he's so terrified.
It was all adrenaline. Like when snake bites your kid, you're gonna go to war with them.
But because you were able to kill it, we were able to identify it was a copperhead, so we were thankful for that. But it was usually you just were like, go away.
Yeah, right. You
can't even get close to it to kill it.
Yeah, but no, my fear of snakes has been since a child. Like I have this vision that a snake was chasing me on my go-kart one time. I don't know if it was real or it's a fear. So I don't know. But you know, your go-karts sit real low to the ground.
But wait a minute, you don't have memories before the age of 14.
But that was trauma. The snake chasing me, so. I don't know. But
And I'm the one who has issues.
All right, so enough of the snake stuff because it literally is like making my spine have chill bumps on it. So, but yes, I'm deathly afraid of snakes. So,
And I'm deathly afraid of spiders.
one last snake story. There's this huge
I told
snake on the back porch of our house, and this big black snake. And I'm like, Hope, call your dad. Like, get him
First of
over
all, stop.
here.
This was before Kessler was bit. We now know the difference between good snakes
Yes.
and bad snakes. We would
Yeah.
no longer want my dad to dispose of it in that manner now, but at the time.
Well, he didn't.
That's the point.
That was the story.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
that I'm like, call your dad to come kill the snake.
My dad.
He comes over
My dad
and
lives
he
next door.
shoos the snake off the porch. I'm like, I'm never calling your dad ever again to kill a snake. Like, he defeated the purpose of coming over here.
I can't
And
imagine
so-
what went through my dad's head. I'm going to my daughter's house to kill a snake from a son-in-law. I can't even imagine.
Hey, no shame in this. Oh, and I went home from work one day. This is when we lived in our old house, and there is literally this big old
yeah,
snake
that's right.
crawling up my siding.
It was like molding too.
And I had to call my dad, and I sat in my driveway for like 30 minutes because I was frozen because this big snake is crawling in. My dad's like, just go kill it, shoo it off. And I'm like, Dad, I can't even get out of the car. And so I'm glad he showed up. He brought these big pair of channel locks and just grabbed the snake by the head and just put it in the side yard. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, if that was up to me, I would have beat half my house in. And we would have been in a renovation project trying to get rid of that snake. But anyways, I have a terrible fear of snakes. Since Kessler got bit, I am not so shaky around them. But
Especially
I still
if you
don't
know
like
the
them.
difference.
Yeah, I know the
There
difference.
are good
I can
snakes.
pick up the difference. Like I saw that one yesterday, and I knew it wasn't venomous. And so
Yes.
that's the difference. Now, I don't know what I would do because I've not seen a live venomous snake since Kessler has gotten bit.
Yeah, don't
So,
say that.
Don't really know what I would do. But fun fact, he got bit when he was 5, ended up being in ICU for 5 years. Not a fun fact,
I was
but
gonna say
got bit by a copperhead. So, anyways, I'm definitely afraid of snakes. Hope is deathly afraid of spiders. So I'm the spider killer around the house.
I can't stand, well, Bill calls them Richards, but roaches or anything like that. I definitely cannot stand a spider. And like, even, I just can't. I don't care if it's little. I don't care if
It doesn't matter.
little spiders. I don't care. I will call my mother-in-law over to kill it for me, and I have no shame in that whatsoever. I cannot deal with a spider. And at least with a snake, it's like a long thing you can see. A spider is like a little thing. I mean, there could be one like crawling around. I mean, like you don't know until it's already there. And I'm very, very, very traumatized of a spider.
Mhm.
I can't ride the Harry Potter rides at Universal because of the spiders. When I watch the movies, the Harry Potter movies, and they go and the spiders, I can't even watch it.
So
I have
like
to turn
fast
my
forward
head
through that
and fast
part?
forward it. Like they're terrifying. They have 8 eyes, or all them eyes, and
Legs.
8 legs, and they're ugly. And you can't spray anything in your house to kill them because fun fact, they don't drag their bellies to get the poison. So guess what? You can't do anything to keep them. Well, I mean, maybe keep them out of your house, but you can't do anything to kill them except smush them when they are in your house. And who wants to sleep like that, knowing that there's spiders around? The possibility of spiders around.
Isn't it some kind of fact, like you eat like 8 spiders in your lifetime in your sleep?
Oh my God. I've heard that they crawl up your nose and in your ears.
And in your mouth when your mouth is
Oh.
open at night. Anyways, Hope don't like spiders.
I don't like it.
I volunteer to be the spider killer. Spiders
No,
don't
no,
bother
no,
me
no, no.
whatsoever.
Let's clarify. The majority of the time, he will kill them and then chase me with them. So there's that. So I have to try to like act cool whenever there's a bug, because if I act like I'm afraid, he will chase me with it. But if I just be like, I surely need you to get that bug right there, he usually is like, okay, whatever, I won't. He doesn't do that. But if I'm like, oh my God, he's like, what, this? You're afraid of this? You know you do that.
Keep the spark alive.
Yeah, spark. I got your
So,
spark.
fun fact about insects and reptiles. Ugh,
I do
keeps
not
doing-
like those.
Lizards, frogs, none of that bothers me. It's snake. It's only snakes. So, anyways, fun fact number 2.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to hit on next?
I don't know. You decide. What's your second fun fact?
What were we going to talk about, Drew?
We just did, well, I'm going to get a
Right.
tattoo. So,
Oh,
fun fact is,
yeah,
I don't
tattoo.
have tattoos.
So,
Drew
Hope
asked us
is
that earlier.
Hope is going to get a tattoo.
Well, I've been planning one for like years.
Kessler, one of the twins, wants a tattoo.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's a conversation that probably some people would be controversial. Some people would think that's not something you should do, and some people think, oh, it doesn't really matter.
get a tattoo.
Yeah, a lot of people think that it's something you shouldn't do. I mean, Drew just told us a story.
He's got like 20 tattoos.
How many have you got? Like 20?
Close to
Okay, so see,
At least.
he said he likes to mess with people. I'm not going to tell his story. I'll let him tell his story. But anyway, he likes to pick on people about his and make them uncomfortable. But some people are uncomfortable about tattoos.
I have
And
zero problem with
honestly,
tattoos, and
I have zero problem with them. I have zero problem with my child getting one. I mean, it's no different than me piercing my ears. I mean, I've tattooed my eyebrows. That's no different. There's women, like, you can tattoo your lips. Like, no one thinks that's an issue. So, but yes, I've had one I won't for a few years. We lost a baby cousin to epilepsy, and it's something that I want to do in remembrance of her. And then there's one recently that I've found that I want to do, just about like, probably just to kind of go over the last couple of years of my life and just the journey. I feel like it signifies it. Now, I don't think that you should go get drunk and maybe get a Tasmanian devil on your shoulder. We had a friend do that, a random, and he regretted that. I think my sister-in-law, your sister, had one on her ankle. She regretted that one.
I don't know why. Like, it didn't look bad.
Got it removed.
She got it
Well,
removed,
honestly,
but then
she got
it removed, and then now she's back on
But
getting
she gets
tattoos.
them.
So yeah.
Yeah, but like, and my mother-in-law, she cannot stand them at all. That's probably why Tina got it removed, if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But, and it just kills her, but we all joke and say she's getting one next.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I was saying, if I was younger and started getting tattoos, I think, 46 and starting to get tattoos, I don't want people to think I'm going through a midlife or anything. And that might be, I don't know. But it doesn't really matter what people think. Have zero problem about tattoos. I mean, get what you want. And I think they're cool. I'm on Tattoo Talk, to where I love to watch people getting tattoos, and I love their designs and stuff like
The
that.
only thing that holds me back is the fear of the pain part of it. Like,
Yeah, Hope is going to struggle with that.
outside of that, but like Drew said, I got my eyebrows done. If I can get that done, I can
Get
the
in
rest
any of it done. Yeah. So where do you want your tattoo at?
That's another thing. Like the one for Palmer, I want right here, and I don't know where the other one is. It's probably what stopped me from getting it. But Kessler also wants to get one. At one point, he wanted us to get them together. Now he's changed his mind. All the things. So I think as long as you put a lot of meaning and thought into it, like Drew, every one of yours means something, right? Like you have a specific memory, or it's for someone, a loved one, and I think that's cool. I mean, I think it's a way for you to even have your own reminder when you're looking. Like, we wear jewelry, like I have very specific jewelry that I wear every single day, and every bit of it has like a meaning.
Yeah, I'm not real sure why people have such a hang up about tattoos, honestly.
I don't either. I think it's some like twisted way. Some people think that it's not biblical or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I don't
It's
know.
interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting.
So you want a tattoo? You getting a tattoo?
I am.
Getting it this summer?
Probably. I just gotta figure out where.
Okay.
I just gotta figure out where.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've already decided that.
All right,
So
let's go.
Josie needs chest piece.
I'm gonna get chest, and it's gonna take up my whole neck.
okay,
Right
let's
here.
roll, troll.
You know,
I don't care.
I put a
This don't
butterfly
bother
on my
me.
neck. Something like that. All right, no.
You are a mess,
Yeah.
Joe.
So I did have this one thing that I was going to put hope across my heart, because hope has my heart.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love
Oh
it.
my god. So, all right. So, what's something else that people may not know about us?
You,
That's a
okay.
fun fact.
So, okay, you're not going to say it. I'm going to say it. You hold a black belt in Taekwondo. And
Yeah.
I don't know why
Held.
you laugh at that.
Held.
Held.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, people don't people don't know that.
Yeah.
I
Sell your
mean-
house and I can cut you. So.
Ooh, in the name of
In the
Jesus.
name of Jesus. So, what's that saying? Anyway, I don't know. Yes. So I'm a black belt. I am a black belt in Taekwondo. We used to have to split boards in half with our fist and had to kick through boards, and I actually enjoyed it. Like a few years ago, before I got so busy in real estate, I actually thought about picking it back up because I loved it
I
so
didn't know
much.
that. You should do that. It would be a good stress release for you.
But so Taekwondo or any kind of martial arts is very regimented. Like you have a very process, and that's just how I like to roll. I love to
Oh, we
be
know.
very regimented, very process
You are not a
oriented.
fly by the seat of your pants kind of person.
not, and
And I am 100%. I do
I'm
my
not.
best.
So that's why I
to-
think I loved martial arts. We actually traveled with it. So, you think travel baseball. I actually traveled with martial arts, and I'd go to all these competitions. We got some trophies out in our buildings. I don't know that you
Was
even
that-
knew that.
I don't think I knew that.
Did you know that I have trophies out in our buildings
No.
from where I won competitions?
No.
I pull them things out.
Well, if we're going to talk about trophies and competitions, I used to be a clogger.
We got your clogging dress
I mean, my outfit's upstairs.
literally hanging on
I
the
won't
door
put it
of the
in
bonus
attic. I
room.
won't put it in the attic
Yeah.
because it will get in the heat and it'll
Disintegrate
mess up
and start-
disintegrate. But
yeah.
absolutely, I used to be a clogger.
Clog,
and-
get up and clog for us.
No, I can though. I can, and my shoes might still fit. But
What was it, banjo type clogging?
no, we did not do no banjo. We played real music and we just clocked to it. And like you can laugh all you want, but I'm being serious. It was a good workout and I loved it. I think that's probably why I have bad knees, but I did that all through my childhood, probably into early teenage years, and we would go all over the place. Like we would go to Nashville, Washington D.C., all kinds of competitions, and we went everywhere. We were the Master City Cloggers.
Is that where cut a rug come up from?
Cut a rug?
Like when you're dancing and clogging and stuff, they say get up,
Oh, I don't
cut
know.
a rug.
I don't know.
You ain't never heard that?
No, I never heard that.
Really?
I mean, I've heard of cut a rug, but I didn't think it was going from there. I mean, I
think
guess.
it's like clogging. So.
I guess, but,
But you brought up something like I'm very regimented and you're very fly by the seat of your pants. So
Yes.
I would say like it just brought up something. So that's a fun fact about us is that you could go on a week-long trip with no notice. Like you could leave this afternoon just on a whim and say, hey, I'll be back next week. And that would set fine with you.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I could.
You could.
I
It would give me
Yes.
so much
No.
anxiety
I
and
could.
stress leading up. I probably have to recover once I got there because I'm very planned. Like I need to know this
We
year
know.
where we're going next year on vacation. That's how much I need to plan. Drew's the same way. He's got to be like, I was telling them earlier is that I wake up and by 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, I need to know kind of what we're eating for dinner or what the dinner plans are. Are we?
And what happens? You call me and you say, "What are we eating for dinner?" And what do I say?
I don't know. Get you something.
And
on
let
the
me tell you
way.
why I say that because I don't start making it up in my head till about 4:30 or 5.
Yeah. So
It is potluck. I don't want the pressure because I just don't know. And I know I should probably be better about that. Honestly, really, I
it's not
should
just
be
about
better
dinner,
about
but
that. But yeah,
I would just say
Yeah.
people that through the Airbnb, having the Airbnb, we get calls and requests for a week out. How do you do that?
somebody
How do
did that.
you?
Somebody just booked
A whole week?
over the
like,
weekend.
For next week?
And
For like a week?
and I'm going,
Like, how do you do that? I don't know how you do that. I don't know how
I
you
don't know how you
can
do
not
it.
plan, because we are going to Yellowstone soon, and I've been planning this trip for like 4 or 5 months.
yeah.
So I don't know how
And
you
hey,
can
let me
just.
tell you something. So, okay, let's probably clarify this too. Now, I can go by the fly by the seat of my pants, but I will have a plan while I'm flying by the seat of my pants. So, yes, I can go on the trip. I can pack my stuff, but then I do have to kind of know a little bit about like where I'm going, all that kind of stuff. But like Yellowstone, I haven't thought anything about it. I was responsible for renting the car. You were responsible for flights. We picked the Airbnb, and I'm not thinking of another thing because I know.
Oh, I
that you
done had Chat GPT
Yes, like-
look the weather up.
Yes.
This morning, I prompted Chat to look the weather up for our time of the trip and create me a whole clothing list that I need for the trip. So
Okay.
that's how prepared I
But
like
when
to
I
be.
when I go with like Tiffany, my best friend, on a trip, she don't plan nothing,
Nothing.
and I have to plan everything.
Nothing.
So I actually enjoy the fact that I don't have to do that. So,
Gosh. Mm.
you
Well,
know, there's that.
there's that. So I don't know how people do that. So I'm very regimented, and hope can be more fly
I
by the
do
seat
my
of the
best
pants.
work. So I'm creative by nature. So one of the things I used to do when we had a retail business, which you might not have known that, but we had a gift store. It was called La Di Da Home Decor Gifts and Fashion Teak. So it was clothing, home decor, gifts, all the things. But seasonal decor was my favorite thing out of it. And I still do that at Christmas. I still take care of clients. But all that to say, I do my best work, my most creative work under pressure. I can't pre-plan.
My heart just started beating real fast.
Yeah, it gives me anxiety, but I do my best work then. I can't plan out exactly how something's going to look because anything can happen. You can not have enough sprays, you can not have enough ribbon or whatever, and you're going to have to come up with a plan. So I've done it my whole life. It's drove my mom crazy. My Aunt Michelle was picking at me the other day because I had a funeral to go to. I had to decorate for my sister-in-law's 50th birthday. We had my sister-in-law's 50th birthday, so that day I was going to decorate, get dressed, go to the birthday party, then go to the funeral, then come back to the birthday party and clean up. And she was like, "Girl, you love to live by the seat of your pants, don't you?" And I said, "I do my best work."
I don't think we could be any more opposite in
And
this
that's why we
arena
work so
of
well.
our marriage.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yep. So, and that's why it works.
Yes, it's the way it works.
hmm
100%.
And then
It's probably why we clash. sometimes.
non-empathetic, loads of empathy, total opposites.
Yeah.
So when they say opposites attract,
Mhm.
just look at us.
But again, when you say non-empathy, but you do have a servant's heart. So
Yeah, but I'm not empathetic. Yeah. Don't call me crying about.
no, gosh, no.
Don't call
You'd
me
be
crying.
like, get away, get away.
I did have an agent call me one time, and they were on the other line, like crying about a situation. I'm like, can I call you back? I'm like, can I call you back? I'm like,
And literally, I said it earlier. I'm surrounded by males in my life, and I mean, my dad, my boys. They're like,
mhm,
what?
I don't know what to do with you.
And so, yeah.
Fun.
Anyway.
Fun. So that is some fun
Some
facts
fun
about
facts.
us. I don't know if that was interesting or not, but that is some fun facts that y'all have learned about us today. Is that I'm definitely afraid of snakes. Hope is afraid of spiders.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go kill the spiders and she'll wrangle the snakes down.
I didn't say I would
Um,
wrangle them. I would shoot them away.
The next one was
Um,
I'm a black belt in Taekwondo, and Hope used to clog. We're gonna get a video of her clog. I'm gonna find a video of you clogging somewhere. We always pick on my mom, like she never took pictures or videos, and so
I'm sure there's videos.
I
somewhere.
doubt
You
there's
just have to go
anything
get it.
of me Taekwondoing. And so, and then the other thing is like I'm very planned out, and Hope is very fly by the seat of your pants.
And we were both okay with tattoos.
And we're both okay with tattoos, so I just don't have any. You don't have any. Hope's getting one this
I mean,
summer,
I technically in my eyebrows I do have them, so I can't technically say I don't.
but,
But
Yep.
I don't have a decorative nice one.
So that is this episode of the Gathering Place podcast. Drew's done waved us down like 12 times behind the camera.
This one was fun.
This was fun. So we should do more like this. I like the fun and lighthearted ones.
The other ones is too much.
Yeah. So anyways, catch us on the next episode of Gathering Place podcast.